My name's Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is about an exotic rocket launcher, the Truth. Can you handle the Truth? I don't think you can. Bungie think we can't handle the Truth, hence why it's getting an absolutely massive buff when this new update drops. So I've got a little sort of sneak video, little build that'll make this Truth go absolutely ham when it gets buffed. Truth. Prototype Truth Seeker is a void rocket launcher, 3 in the magazine. It can hold up to 14 in reserves. It's got a couple of traits on there, grenades and horseshoes, one of the most popular ones. Projectiles will detonate when they are within close proximity of their target. So if you shoot a rocket at a target and there's something in the way, it will detonate early. I'm going to jump in straight to the buffs, what's coming. Truth has long struggled to have any kind of strong identity in Destiny 2. We've all got fond memories of it and the wild tracking shots in Destiny 1. They go on to say some other stuff, but at the bottom, it now returns 1 ammo to reserves and buffs the rest of the magazine when all rounds in a magazine hit a target. When triggered, the next magazine is going to gain dramatically increased rate of fire, stability, tracking strength and cluster bombs. So you're going to buff the rest of your magazine with increased rate of fire. That sounds absolutely nuts. And you're going to get cluster bombs on there. Yeehaw. Last word of rocket launchers, question mark. So right now the Truth feels okay. Not something you'd want to take up an exotic slot for, in my opinion, for a rocket launcher. It fires 3 rounds, pretty nice, very fast, very good tracking. It's doing 1634 at the minute, if you just remember that number, 1634. But there is an exotic on a Titan that buffs this out very easily. The hazardous propulsion, weapon, precision hits or final blows have a chance to load a kinetic Exodus micro missile. When you put your barricade down, these are going to shoot off. Hit a target, you're going to get a 35% damage increase on your rocket launchers. So 1634, and if you look, I'm going to simply just buff the rocket launchers with these Exodus rockets, land precision hits. Very easy to do. Your Exodus rockets, don't forget, do extra damage as well. So build the Exodus rockets up, maximum of 35% damage on your rocket launchers. Put your barricade down, 1634, and then once I put this barricade down and shoot the rocket down, you're going to see a 35% damage increase all the way up to 2206, which is pretty nice. Now, if you can imagine them buffs coming in with this, it should work very nicely. And you can also very easily add an extra 15% damage on there with your void grenades via Echo of Undermining. So you're going to get a hazardous propulsion buff and the extra 15% damage weakening from your suppressor grenade. Now, don't forget that suppressor grenade will also buff not just the rocket launcher damage, it will also buff your kinetic rockets as well from your hazardous propulsion. So just a sneaky little thing. You can also use your Twilight Arsenal to weaken as well. So if you can imagine the hazardous propulsion and your weakening grenade with all these buffs coming in, I think this could be very good. Like I said, it's pretty hard to show you anything substantial with it at the moment because the buffs aren't coming in. But it's one of the first things I'll be doing on the 9th. I'm going to be checking this Truth because I used it a lot in D1, specifically in Crucible. This thing was an absolute monster. And I just think it's a bit of a shame that it doesn't shine in PvE a little bit more. Now, hopefully, these buffs will really make that sort of come true. Now, the other thing I want to mention too as well, it has been buffed quite a lot over the last couple of seasons, last couple of years, Truth. It's got some really generous ammo reserves as well. You can get like 14 in a mag, and I think you pick up like 3 rockets every heavy ammo brick. It could be 4, I'm not sure, but I'd never run out of a heavy ammo for like the 24 hours I was using it. It feels really nice. A little side note, this build with propulsion also works with Whirling Ovation. This is also getting a slight buff, so that could be very interesting. One of my favourite builds. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Truth, increased rate of fire on cluster bombs. Guys, this could be absolutely nuts with hazardous propulsion on a Titan. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.